Hi, this is Steve, and due to the recent politician, businessman, public figure that was accused of sexual harassment, and I know I'm going to be getting lots out of this video for a long period of time because it always comes up. So I wanted to talk about some things on sexual harassment. There is a fine line between flirting and sexual harassment. Me, I love to flirt. I flirt a lot. I can remember at one meeting one time, we were doing an event in this lady's backyard, and she was a hippie, and she asked me if she could get naked during the meeting. And I said yes. Didn't push her into it, didn't force her into it, I just allowed it to happen. Flirting is okay. I wouldn't suggest that in some of the meeting and the business meetings that a lot of us come across, but it was welcome in that environment. She always liked to get naked in her backyard, and I just said, hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Flirting. Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich talked about how sexuality was one of the most powerful, productive energies that there is. There were 6. The one that I'm remembering right now is sexuality. It's okay to flirt. Even when you're in a relationship, it's okay to flirt. Yes, flirting sometimes does lead to more things, but we are thinking intellectual beings. When somebody says no, even though they may be attracted to you, when somebody says no, there comes a point that we have to know that no means no. It's okay to flirt. I, as a man, can remember sometimes when I was involved in projects and some of the women wanted to sleep with me on the projects, and I'm like thinking, okay, you want to sleep with me on the project and everything, but I was thinking, this will mess up the project. I thought that I would have been able to handle it, but I didn't think that they would necessarily be able to handle it because of stereotypes and a lot of things that's caused by society. So I didn't do it. And I ended up getting pushed out of the project. It's kind of funny to me to some certain extent, and I know that when you're working more of in a corporate structure, this can be very painful for a woman to experience a lot of these things. And I don't think, as I said earlier, that when a woman flirts, that means that it's her fault, that somebody came to it because we can see the signs. Don't necessarily put yourself in an uncomfortable position or notice where your actions are leading you and benefit from it. A lot of women, you spot this out when other women are doing it. You may notice it when other women are doing it to work their way up the corporate ladder more than I would notice it. And it's important that we allow our public officials to be transparent and talk about this. So they even say something about it even before it comes out or somebody steps up. They're able to say something about it even before something like that happens. Imagine one day in the future when a political candidate, when a public official says, you know what? It's important that we really get our arms around sexual harassment. I can remember 15 years ago that I went too far with an employee, and we ended up having to pay that employee, but I learned from that. Do you think we really live in that world yet, that somebody is able to stand up and be honest, whether they're talking through their attorney or they're talking about something that was typed up before? Are we in that place that they're able to be honest about what happens? The more we step up as a civilization, locally, nationally and globally, people will be able to step up with more integrity to take themselves out and say, this is what I've done in the past. I'm not proud of it, but this is what I've learned since then. Thank you very much, and I hope this is useful to you. Useful to you. Yes.